Afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's Eric Coffin. I'm here at the inaugural Metals Investment Forum in Toronto, just ahead of this year's PDAC convention. I'm here with Bob Willis, the CEO of San Marco. San Marco is a company that I follow in the newsletter. I'm pretty excited about what their near-term prospects are. Those really center on a couple of projects in Sonora State in Mexico. One of those is Chunibas, which you guys made a new discovery very recently. I know you've been playing your cards a little close to your vest, but are you sort of prepared now to talk to us a little bit about what the model is at this new discovery?
Yeah, thanks, Eric. Yes, we are going to be talking about the model. We've taken a little bit of time to look into the model, primarily because in Mexico, as far as we're aware, there was nothing similar as far as to compare it to. So we did have some ideas that it may be similar to some things in northern Chile. And then so we had a couple of people who are experts in this type of mineralization come to the property and have a look. And so it is now confirmed that Chunibas copper-silver discovery is in fact a stratiform, volcanic-hosted copper-silver discovery, similar to what's called the manto-type copper deposits in northern Chile, i.e. Manto Blanco and El Soldado are good examples, where El Soldado is, I think, 200 million tons of 1.2% copper with silver credits. Wow. Of 7 to 8, 9 grams silver. So this is something new for Mexico, but it has been confirmed by independent experts who know these. So we're really excited about this discovery and are just continuing to explore as we go forward.
I didn't realize the scale. I mean, I very recently looked at a couple of journal articles. I didn't realize the scale was up to 200 million tons. That's pretty sweet. Greater than 1% copper. That's a nice target.
And you know, to be, you know, these types of deposits, when I say erratic, like within these mineralized zones, there are areas of you know, can be up to 3, 4, 5, 6% copper, and we've seen that at Chunibas. You know, right. We've got 4, 5, 6% copper in certain areas. So within the mineralized units, and these are stacked units, so it's not just one. We know of 4 so far. So you get a mineralized unit and a unit that's lower mineralized or not, that are a few meters thick, and then another one that's mineralized. So these are stacked, and so the continuity is not only in one layer, but in several layers. Right. And that's where the value comes. It's not just in, I mean, the grade is very important. Yeah. All of these deposits in Mexico or in Chile are north of 1% copper. So this is a really exciting discovery, and we happen to be right lucked into the center guts of this thing, right. Meaning that it's chalcocite and bornite, which are the 2 highest percent copper minerals. And these things are usually, the center core is chalcocite, and then you work out, and they're zoned and they get into chalcopyrite and pyrite. But so anyway, we happen to have lucked right into the guts of this thing, and we'll be aggressively exploring this property.
And just as a bit of a teaser, I mean, the property that's 6 or 7 kilometers away, 1068 is a porphyry target, kind of a classic, you know, copper, gold, moly porphyry target. You know, appreciate, viewers, that I'm talking target scale here. I'm not asking Bob to quote a resource on something they haven't put a drill hole in yet. But what's the scale of 1068 as a target? Because it's pretty big too. It
is, and we had the surface area mapped out as best we could. There is a leach cap on top of it, so the standard Pathfinder minerals, if you will, are, you know, it's minimal, but we do have a surface area of just under 2 kilometers by 2 kilometers in each direction of alteration. There's not a lot of copper or gold or moly values on the leach cap, because that's what it is, a leach cap that's gone. But we did find a small window into the side of this area called the potassic core, and that has, you know, good copper, moly, and gold grades. we completed the IP survey, and what that told us, it gave us some vertical extent. So the survey will see down to 350, 400 meters. And there's just a beautiful chargeability, two of them actually, that are side by each, and that will be what's called a pyrite core. So the goodies aren't in the large red blobs that you'll see on our website. Right. It's in the perimeter, along like the rind on the orange, if you will. So there's been drill holes proposed for us, and scale size. I don't want to start putting tons and grade on these things, but it's definitely a large porphyry system, and the next step is drilling.
Okay, so sometime this year, hopefully one of them this quarter, next quarter, you're going to be getting drills on the two new, very large targets.
Yes.
And you've got some stuff in the pipeline too, right?
Yes, and that's part of what we'll be doing for the remainder of this year, not just Chuniba and 1068. We do have a couple of other properties in our company to the north that were generated from the Globetrotters Alliance. We need to go and do additional surface work on those. They're very early stage. The next step of assets for our company is in Mexico. There was a Libertad last fall, and which is the Mexican government will allow certain areas to be staked, and hundreds of different concessions. So we focused on a few areas that we thought were very prospective. Of course, other companies did the same thing. So there's been multiple companies have staked the same area. It's gone to a lottery, and we'll know by the end of March of the ones that we staked, if we're lucky enough in the lottery, to how many we will get. I can't, we're partway through the process. I can say that we will be having additional assets to the company, some of which have drill holes in them already. So these things are not necessarily very, very early stage targets. They were just simply, large targets. So in the pipeline, we've got Globetrotter generated targets already, and projects that will be added from the Libertad. So we're going to have a full slate, and lots of news coming out for the rest of the year.
Okay. I mean, San Marcos is a company I've followed for a while. I think it's right at the cusp of that stage, that sort of the classic model, the classic chart you see of ex-Florco developer company valuation going through the exploration phase. You guys are right about where the curve really steepens on valuation. I mean, I think if San Marcos gets lucky on one of these projects, you're going to see the value of the company go up quite fast, and that could happen soon. So it's one you really need to pay attention to. Thanks very much.
Okay, thanks, Eric.
Okay.